Hey guys, welcome back to War 6. This war has some ups and downs to it, unfortunately. But first up here we have a Hercules on the new Rich Get Richer nodes. I actually have two Odin pre-fights here. The third one, which is Shock, I'm saving for a later fight. So this allows me to have more buffs than him, so I'm benefiting from Rich Get Richer, and I have all these Furies going, which is super cool. And I am just going to finish him off pretty quick here. And how satisfying is that special 2 with 17 Furies? Fun times. So next up, I will be heading to node 24, which is EMP modification. I have my Shock pre-placed for this fight, so that's the last of my Odin pre-fights, and I'll be using Warlock for this one. I did a lot of practicing going into this fight. I felt really good about the strategy, which you'll see in a second, but I was planning on basically doing this fight with no power. So as you can see here, I'm just parrying, and I'll start having now that he's infected. So I was planning on doing this fight with no power, just because of bubble shield, I was anticipating needing to dex and it just being really slow. So when I got my power back on that special 2, I just got way too excited, and yeah. Bad idea, obviously. I should have tried to bait out a special 1, or at least like hit him until he got to his berserk mode. But yeah, unfortunately missed a dash back there too, so this one sucks. I was really not happy about it, but I'll finish him up here. I think it takes 2 fights to finish him off, which is very annoying, but I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? So yeah, 2 hits. So annoying, but it's okay. I just should have been more patient in the fight. But moving on here to path 1, I will be taking both of these fights with Warlock as well. And first up we have Antivenom. If I remember correctly, and I think it just showed on the nodes, this is the one where if you dash back twice, they get a regen timer. Yeah, it is. So I'm just watching out for that, and I'm just, same thing, just trying to get him infected as quickly as possible, because once he reaches his threshold, he's going to be unblockable, and there you can see he just went. So I'm going to hold this and throw it when he dashes in at me. There we go. And that ended the fight. It was nice and easy. So yeah. God, that Weapon X fight is so annoying. Okay, moving on to Iceman. Same strategy, just want to get him infected. This is the buffet over time node. Okay, so that was that pretty straightforward Warlock fights on path 1. Now, we'll be using Tigra here on Missing in Action for Black Panther Civil War. I'm opting for an invuln here because I don't want to start with a bar of power, because then he'll start with a vigilance buff. I don't know, I hit into his block. That's not the only time I do it in this fight, and I know better. I've taken Black Panther a few times in the past couple of wars. Yeah, stupid mistake, but he pushed me via blocked hits to a bar of power, got his vigilance while he wasn't neutralized, so it didn't put me in a great position here. Fight is taking longer than it needs to, but I am adapting. I got my senses back up, so now I just need to keep him neutralized, and I need to, here I go. I don't know. I'm lucky he's not punishing me because my health is so low just from having suicides on and the block damage I'm taking. But yeah, I am just trying to keep the falters off of me at this point and just get up to my special 2 so I can end it as quick as I can. And here we go. Of course, this will finish it off. I don't have very many ruptures on him, but it was enough. And yeah, I took so much damage in that fight, and I took 0 hits, which, gotta love that. Anyway, moving on, this is my favorite fight I've done in a really long time in War. I'm super proud of this one. So I'm taking Heimdall here. He is linked with Brute Force, because the right side of Boss Island is summoning UA defenders. So Heimdall is just easier with Brute Force up than they would be with Unstoppable Armor up. So the biggest thing with this fight is I want to watch his armor counter, which here it's not where I wanted it to be, so I threw a special 1. I don't want him getting to 100 if he doesn't have a neutralize on him, so I'm being mindful of that and otherwise punishing heavies when I get the opportunity to do so. And he's not wanting to throw his special 1. I was kind of waiting for him to do so, but it's okay. I stalled again for a second there, hoping he would throw it. I lost one of my senses, but I'll just work to get it back up if it's even necessary, which it won't be. Go ahead and miss the special 2, and I was getting ready to throw a special 1 here if I needed to, but he's down. So the Weapon X death really sucks, but the Heimdall fight here at the end made up for it for me. I hate to get another death on my record this season, but I try to make sure I at least take something away from every death, which I definitely did. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I will see you in the next one.